Full list of Nigerians sanctioned by the US as assets are frozen. The United States Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, released a publication running over 3,000 pages detailing individuals and entities designated under a sanction program. The document served as a reference to providing notice of actions taken against specially designated nationals, SDNs, whose property and interests were blocked. Among those named were several Nigerians whose assets had been frozen. Salih Yusuf Adamu. OFAC listed Salih Yusuf Adamu, also known as Salihu Yusuf, born on August 23, 1990. In Nigeria, he was identified as having ties to Boko Haram and carried a Nigerian passport. Second person is Babestan Oluwole Ademulero. Babestan Oluwole Ademulero, born on March 4, 1953, in Nigeria, appeared under several aliases, including Wole A. Babestan and Olatunde Iwowole Shofeso. He was designated under STN TK. Abu Abdullahi IBN Umar al-Banawi, also known as Ba Idrisa Abu Abdullahi, was reported to have been born between 1989 and 1994 in Maiduguri, Borno State. It was flagged under terrorism-related sanctions. Abu Musab al-Banawi, also referred to as Habib Yusuf, was listed with verifying birth years between 1990 and 1995. He was identified as a Boko Haram leader and sanctioned under terrorism provision. Khalid al-Banawi. The name Khalid al-Banawi appeared twice in the publication. Born in 1976 in Maiduguri, Nigeria, he was linked to Boko Haram and carried several aliases, including Abu Hafsat and Muhammad Usman. Mostly, all of them are from Maiduguri, mostly. Ibrahim Ali Hassan, born January 31, 1981, in Nigeria, was listed with a Nigerian passport. He was reported to reside in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, and was linked to Boko Haram. Abu Bakri ibn Muhammad al-Mainuki, also known as Abu Bilal al-Mainuki, was born in 1982 in Mainok, Borno State. He was identified as having ties to the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, ISIL. Nnamdi Orson Benson, born March 21, 1987 in Nigeria, was listed under Cyber 2 sanctions. He held a Nigerian passport. The inclusion of this name in the OFAC list highlighted Washington's continued focus on countering terrorism, financing, and cyber threats. The sanctions meant that all the property and interests of these individuals within U.S. jurisdictions were blocked, and U.S. persons were generally prohibited from engaging in transactions with them. Okay. As Cosmo says, what is FBI and DEA going to release in Tinubu's report? Bebe Ogane says even Nigerians of Igbo and Yoruba genetic extractions named on it, we are in deep trouble in Nigeria. Let's see how things unfold in deeper revelations. Peterson says, good. Chief Razak says, why do you buy a person for a belief system that is not of African origin? Now, why do fanatics buy for God, but not God doing the buying? The mind is indeed weird. Elon Musk says, as Ansamugo clapping for you. Look at you, Mr. Trump. You came to a country that is corrupt, with no industry where our graduates will work, country that is paying Senator 50 million naira, paying 70,000 naira minimum wage to poor masses. You can't talk about corruption. You are looking for bandits. Kinsey says, the long-awaited revolution has finally loaded. Trumpet sound is around the corner. Kemi Binedon says, I don't even know all these people they put there, and even the Yoruba and Igbo, they are not know how to talk to or Fulani people running the systematic gain. Okay. How can you say Boko Haram people are born in 1994 and 1999? They are well-known men running the system in Nigeria. Please put their names there. Where is El Rufai? Where is Buhari? Where is Tinubu? Where is Sultan of Sokoto? Where is Gumi? Oh, make you stop all this rubbish, abeg. Unless na Phoenix just the right rubbish. So how come no Nigeria well known northern no dey inside? Okay now. So you recognize them? Have you seen those people that you mentioned before? Onadugo says it can never be well with Muhammadu Buhari, even in his grave. Nigeria used to be a peaceful country before. Aya Baby says the case down for now is between Yoruba kings and Are Ona Kakanfo and Are Akinrogun. Bout of Yoruba land. Agbada of Oduduwa must be on seat with the king and two guys. Okay. Hello Augustine says, thank you Donald Trump. Don Chimako says, very good news. God bless America and also God bless Mr. President Trump. Okay, now Yagosi says there's no tribal comments because the list are not Igbos. Let's it be that Igbos comprises the list. You will see tribal comments from other tribes, most especially the Yorubas. Okay, Atuel and said, well done America, God bless you. Block everything concerning them. Benjamin Akinshala says, Mr. Trump, one man can't finish any job. Jack of all trades, master of none. Innocent Arinze says, what about people like Gumi and the rest of them? What about those politicians in Nigeria who have linked with those terrorists? What will become of them? Let's see how it goes now. Christian Bem says, standard that have been training since Second World War will fire these posters to pieces. Why is the para? Ajit B says that this right punishment should be given to them. Okay? Bisala says nonsense. Ositapo says I was expecting to see the names of Nigerian politicians here. I do want to see their name. The Chifu Dimaso says the North dominated the list. Northern Nigeria is a big problem in our country. Nigeria, it is always identified with evil. Always. It is well. At Edward James says, what kind of brainwash is this? Americans are the reason why you are buying other religion. How? I mean how? How? Ali Abubakar says, please tell KEN to come back home and stop talking about NDC. Dan Texport says, the idiots now claim to have come to Nigeria and fight with what they themselves created and sponsored. Rashid says, don't forget one of American officials tells the whole world that Americans are the sponsors of Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, in fact, all the terrorists in the whole world. I don't believe that. Evangelist says, Christians do not gain anything in destroying lives, but you claim to have blessings in destroying lives. Okay? Now listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.